If you feel like you are a loner like me, I can tell you one thing, and it's not like solitude, you are always staying alone, and I had the time where I also wanted to have friends, but I always stayed alone and I never felt like I fit in. I can tell you one thing, because there's like one of the basics and most important reason why it's like that. Because you are generally hanging up with the wrong persons, you trying to match the persona of other persons, so you kind of change your persona to fit in society. And I can tell you right now, stop doing that, because trust me, you most likely want to be alone than changing your persona with persons that don't even accept you, where you cannot be even opened, you know? This is so important, to have persons that accept you like you are. Because there's a lot of persons out there that nowadays change their characteristics to normal human being and to try to match the neurotypical way of a human being, but you are most likely neurodivergent, so that means your persona profile is not don't look like this, it looks like this, you know? And how do you expect to make these parts look like they're normal? You will always look different, bro, and that's the thing. Because if you try, I mean, a cat can also not behave like a dog, you know? They are animals, but they don't behave like the same. And that's the thing. You need to stop right now to try to change your persona. You need to be like you are. That's why you don't find love, for example. I mean, a lot of persons don't find love because they change their persona, and I mean, they're still hoping for it, but that's a different topic. You need to stop changing your characteristics. You need to accept you like you are. And I repeat this over and over again, but basically, this is the reason why I generally am always alone. I mean, I got friends, I got a lot of friends, but at the end, I don't feel like they are like me. And they're just friends that I someday talk to, but I just don't feel like they're my real friends, you know? I'm really like a loner, you know? And for me, it's more solitude, but in the past, it was not solitude, it was that I was always alone. And right now, I just understood that being alone feels, for me, so much better than being in a group with the friends that don't understand me, where I cannot even open myself up because they will judge me for this. It's like that, bro. And how do you expect to fit in when you don't know which type of persona you have? Because, like I said, it's so weird to me that people are generally doing that, because then they always wonder why I don't fit in. And yes, maybe people will not accept you, but people that are more like you will accept you because they know how you feel. And yeah, that's the basic thing, because you cannot change it, bro. You need to accept the fact that you are like you are, you know? And this is the most important part about all that. Because if you don't accept this, bro, you will never bro, you will never find peace and feel like you fit in, you know? And this is something I wanted to tell you, because right now I'm on the way, I'm trying to find persons that are like me, mm, like friends. But the more I even was to the point where I just told my best friend, for example, I don't want to hang up with him, because I felt like the relationship was not going well, the friendship, not relationship, but this friendship was not going well, and we were also a lot of times fighting, because I just felt like we don't fit together anymore. But it was okay, you know, like this is like the things. This is another tip. If you generally feel like a friend is not good for you, immediately listen to your feeling and get away from him. I mean, if it's not that bad, be like, oh yeah, I'm reducing the contact to him. But if you see that he is trying to use you or manipulate you, get away from him. Because, or even if you told him more and like a lot of times that you don't want to do that, and he needs to respect your boundaries, just go, give him like a second chance, and after he broke the second chance, just go. Because everyone can for example be like that. They you know, didn't maybe recognize, they didn't realize that that's your, you know, boundary. But if they generally break it the second time, they will do this the third time, you know. And as long, I mean, after you told him this, of course he needs to understand this if he's a good friend. And if not, if he's not respecting you, well, bro, why should you stay with him, you know? Why should you stay with him? And it's like the basic video. I know I talk about a lot of topics, but I felt like this belongs everything to the same thing. So stay safe, bro. Don't hang up with toxic persons, and try to, you know, accept yourself. And then you will find someday like friends, you know, that are really good for you. So I wish you all a great day.